Okay, we're replacing a Whirlpool dishwasher. What's wrong with it, Nana?
The racks are ruined.
The racks are ruined and they're real expensive to replace, aren't they? Yep.
Yep.
They all seem to do that. The plastic comes off and then they start rusting. When did you buy this?
2005.
2005. So hopefully it's standard, meaning it's got a water connection, an electrical connection, and a couple screws up here, and that's it to disconnect it and pull it apart. Okay, when we look underneath here, you can see we've got the water line, which is the silver line. You've got the drain, which is the white pipe, and the electrical, I believe, is hardwired. So we're going to turn the water off. There's the T for the water to go up to the sink and back down to the dishwasher. We're going to turn that off. I don't know when the last time this was turned. We'll just go ahead and shut both off so no one tries to use the sink above. Okay, got two brackets, two screw heads we have to take out. Alright, let's get the screws off the bottom plate. Well, that one just fell out. Sometimes the instruction manual is on the back of this panel. And it was taken out already. We got a two-part panel. Okay, we have a water line. You can see the brass line over here. Over here, we got the three electric lines to take off. You see in the electric box, there's a screw right here we have to take out. And then this will fold open, we can get to the wires. Alright. Alright, I got this disconnected. I'm going to push the wire back through. Alright, now let's get the water disconnected. This is taking a long time. It's very cumbersome to get out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other end of this off from underneath the counter, push it through the hole, because we're going to replace that hose anyway. So we'll try that way. Alright, we have this hose off. And we're going to push it through here. And I'm going to take this garbage disposal hose off too, right here. Okay, I've got both hoses disconnected. I'm going to pull the dishwasher out, and then we'll feed these back through because there's no room to push them back anymore. Some decades old little critters back there. Pulling it. Alright, we're clear. There's the new dishwasher. Year limited warranty, Maytag. Okay, we put the washer on its back on a towel, and we're going to take the front panel off. Okay, we got the screws out, and we'll push this forward top. There's a little tabs here. It comes out. Okay, this is where the water is going to come in. A little blue here. So we have a male here. We're going to put the female head on it. I'm going to get the electric box off. It has a star bit to open it, or a hex. This is where we're going to attach the wire. We'll take a look. Okay, oh, that's different. We don't have to use wire nuts. We're going to put screw in black and white and ground. That's a lot easier. We'll come in this hole with the electric wire. This is where the electric wire is going to come in, go here. This is the water, and then I found where the drain hose is going to be. It's right here. It's going to connect here. All right, this is going to go on here. So this is the bottom. So we're going to have the hose run out the back of this up into the garbage disposal. I have a big clamp. So we're going to clamp this all the way down and put it down here. It's narrower. I'm going to push this all the way on and then bring it back up into this space on this little clamp here. We're going to push this all the way on. Okay, we're going to clamp around, and we're going to have this elbow go in the direction over here. This hose has to come out the back of the dishwasher, so we're going to point this down a little bit. This is the bottom of the dishwasher, and this is the back. It's going to come out the back. Alright, so we're going to connect the hose first. We're going to come underneath the drain hose, put this on. The end of this hose doesn't have to be connected to the sink. We just have to have enough room to push it through the hole. So we'll tighten that up. Get a wrench. Get it tight enough because it's got a washer on there to seal it. Okay, point it backwards too. So we had to go buy this little protector, also known as a household wiring metallic strain relief, not included, 49 cents. And this is the Romex will come in here. And you don't want the Romex down here to bend on this wire. So if you look at the instructions, it shows you one of these things and it just points. So because the Romex is going to come in, we have to tighten it up. We have to be able to get to these screws. However, we can't get to the screws. It's going to be difficult to get to them like this. So we're going to pull the wire through, put these on, tighten this down, tighten these down first, and then put this down and put the nut on. Okay, we're putting this on. So this only has to go from here to here, the wires, so it's about like that long. So this should work fine. Push this back through. Come up on the inside. And come up this hole right here. Here we go. We'll put that nut on. Here we go. Hold it on there. That just keeps it from moving. We'll tighten that up with a wrench. Okay, got a little loop in the wire. We're going to put the screw head in. Washer and the screw. Get it down in here. Okay, got it electrically connected. These two tabs go in these two slots back here. Star head again. Okay. We have the electric and the hose hooked up here and the drain pipe. And we have all three of them come back here. So as we get it lined up, we're going to push the water and drain hose through that hole. We're going to try to make sure that Romex goes back there, not all kinked up. So we're going to insert these little tabs to hold the dishwasher in place. You know, this one's going to lock into the metal. This one's going to bend down a little bit. So we put them in and bend that one down. That locks it in there. We'll do one on the other side. Tabs must point to the right. Just enough to lock it in there. And then we can bend these at the perforation lines to go up and over a little bit, depending on how we want to attach it underneath the counter. Okay, I want the electric line to stay pushing up on that side. I don't want them underneath these hoses. I'm going to push this drain hose in and pull it through. And I'm going to get this water line in here. Pull that through. Okay, so we're going to start pushing this back in, and then from underneath the sink, keep pulling the water line and drain line and trying to make sure we can organize that yellow electric cord. Make sure your insulation stays on the top. Alright, I have garbage disposal connected with a new clamp. And make sure you go up high with it, because you don't want your garbage disposal to backfeed back into the dishwasher. So when it comes out of the dishwasher low, go up high with it. I'll probably use a tie wrap to tie it off somewhere and come back down. Some people put a loop in it. And I've got the water line. There's nothing hanging down here. Okay, we pushed it back in and got these things ready to clamp on the top and to align it and raise the legs. We'll wait on that. We're going to do a test run. We've got the water turned back on, hot and cold. Take a peek under here. There's no water pulled through. It just connected, but no dripping. And you can see in this house, they put the tile in after they put the cabinets in, so this is lower, and there's no way to get to the feet with the screw. One thing I can do is try to find a piece of tile, put it underneath here, but this has a hex head that you can get to with a ratchet from the top, if I have one that fits that. Okay, let's do quick and start. We know the electricity's working. There, now we hear water coming in. Here we go, water. No water dripping. We'll let it run through a cycle. So what I did is I put a piece of tile underneath here to try to get it a little bit level. It doesn't have any mortar under it, but at least I didn't have to screw this leg all the way down here. That way it closes the gap on the top of the washer. Just have to make do. Check. Make sure it opens without moving. The top is secured and the legs are done. Now we're going to put the bottom panel on. We have the back plate down, and then This one. Right. That's always a good feeling. Register the product online at that phone number. Make sure you take a picture of your model number and serial number here and manufacture date. All right, let's look how to operate this. You have a set of buttons here that you'll pick first, and then a set of options over here, and then start and cancel. Similar models in Maytag have different sets of buttons. So what does Power Blast do?
It's used for hard to clean items.
So if we had a big pot, you know, full of mucked on stuff, we would pick Power Blast. And then we can also do something over here, so we could pick high temperature or not. What does high temperature mean?
Helps remove tough baked on food.
And then we could pick Sandy Wrench. And what does Sandy Wrench mean?
It sanitizes dishes and glassware.
And so notice when we turn that off, let's cancel. If we put Power Blast on, it does 3 hours and 17 minutes. So that doesn't affect the time. So you can have really hot water, Sandy Wrench. You can also have heated dry, right? So what does heated dry do?
Heated dry dries the dishes with heat.
And you can have long or short.
If you have the longer cycle, it lengthens the cycle time.
Okay, so you can pick a short and a long or off. Let's cancel out. And what does auto do if we pushed auto?
Auto is sensing the soil to automatically optimize the cycle.
Okay, so that's some smart feature. Not sure how it senses it, but in any case, it's not as long as Power Blast. And what does normal do?
It's a cycle used for daily, regular, or typical use to completely wash and dry a full load of normally soiled dishes.
Okay, so we would use that most of the time. And again, we can pick short or long, heated, dry, sandy, rinse with that, high temperature, whatever we want. And then what does quick do?
Quick is when you need faster results.
Okay, you see here it starts at an hour before any type of sensing happens. So if I pick quick and I hit control lock for 3 seconds, see a little lock indicator. What does that mean?
It's an option to avoid unintended use of dishwasher between cycles or cycle and option changes during a cycle.
Okay, so I picked a cycle. Nothing can change until I hit 3 seconds again. I hit start. So if you came over here and pushed this, now that it's locked, see I can't go to normal because the lock is engaged. If I hit cancel, I can't even do that. I have to hold this 3 seconds more to turn the lock off. Okay. Let me try it again. Yeah, wasn't quite 3 seconds. So now I can operate again, including hitting cancel. Okay, so if I hit quick cycle, what's 4-hour delay?
It runs the dishwasher at a later time.
Which would be 4 hours later. We hold that. Can we cancel it this way? Yes.
The start resume is to start and resume a cycle.
So if I have quick and I start it and I open it up, this goes into pause. And what does cancel do? It's going to...
It resets any cycle or options during selection.
And it's just going to drain it all out.
And it push to end a cycle once started.
Okay, now we'll drain it. Great. So it's not overly complicated, but functional enough for a good dishwasher. Let's take a look on the inside. So when we look inside, remember we said we could do heated dry? And if you look in the bottom, it has a little... Is that what heats up?
The element
A little
heats up.
cool? Okay. All right. So how do we take this rack off? this little tab open. It slides out. Both of them slide out. So these holes, when you push it back in, line up in the back. That's how it spins water. So you get one side in, try to hold it, and get the other side in. Okay, and slide them in and cap it off. There are 3 models of this. This model, the shelves don't go up and down. The other ones, you can push a button and the shelves will go up and down. And of course the bottom shelf just pulls out. Just lift all the way out. Yep, okay. Yeah, this is for Nana, so we don't want to complicate things. She just needs a good dishwasher. We don't need a lot of frills. Let's look at the soap. All right, we'll put a soap pellet in and it slides down. And if you need to open this, you slide this to the side and it pops open. And now, what is this container for? What are you pouring in here now?
Rinse aid.
Rinse aid? What does that do?
It helps keep spots off glasses, clear dishware.
And when that's filled, you should be able to see it in this little hole right here. Full. You can see it in there. Otherwise it would be hollow. It would be a clear, empty. That's some sort of recirculation. Not sure what that is. Got a little trap in here. Take that out. Filter and clean it. Down inside there, I think there's 4 blades that grind things up. Take a look at your clean pot.
We should have put it before and after.
Wow, look at that. It was corroded. I didn't even try to clean it at all.
So Nana was happy, lady was happy. Pretty easy install, nice little dishwasher. Cleaned pretty well, surprised people. And I did some measurements on the sound also, and it came out within the specs was about 50 dBs. I had some lower sounding, a little bit higher at the bottom, lower at the top. And I put some of those charts in here for you to take a look at.